How everybody doing? Do a quick video. We have to always do these quick videos to debunk the lies that are out there, right? So what exactly we're doing is a content creator on YouTube named NuBreed Global Truth. He made a video suggesting that Karmello Anthony should get a bond reduction and win the case. Now, this particular content creator is very misinformed in regards to the laws in Texas. Let's listen to what he had to say, and then we'll get some context of that and kind of break down the case. So let's listen to this.
You in there, you where you supposed to be. Somebody approach you and they put their hands on you. You can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. Listen, let me explain this to you. Y'all understand the law. They trying to tell you hands on you. You can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. Hands on you. You can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do.
He basically saying that if you're in Texas, if somebody put their hands on you, you could pretty much do what you want to do. You could kill them. So if a cop put their hands on you, could you kill the cop? If you're in Texas and a cop decide they're going to arrest you and they put their hands on you, can you kill the cops and stand your ground? No. Just because somebody put their hands on you doesn't mean you have the right to use deadly force. See, this content creator is ignorant of the law. He don't know the truth. He really don't know. Let's get back to the tape.
Hands on you. You can do what you want to do. You can do what you want to do. Listen, let me explain this to you. Y'all understand the law. They trying to tell you, they trying to put parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you.
What?
In Texas.
What?
I can execute you. In Texas. Parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me.
If you put your hands on me.
I can execute you.
No, that's not the law.
In Texas.
No.
Parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you.
Think about how crazy that sounds. If you put your hands on me, I could execute you. Are you out of your damn mind? That's not what the law says. We got the law right here. Texas self-defense in Texas. And they got different laws that govern different situations. You got situations on how to protect yourself, to protect another, to protect property during the day, to protect someone else's property during the day, to protect property at night, to protect someone else's property at night, to pursue someone. So that's all different types of rules and laws and statutes that govern these things. So now, self-defense in the state of Texas, to protect yourself, use of force versus use of deadly force. Use of force justified when reasonably believed, immediately necessary to protect against another's unlawful force. Did you get that? The use of force. We're not talking about deadly force. Deadly force is to kill someone. But the use of force to stand my ground in the state of Texas says justified when reasonably believed, immediately necessary to protect against another's unlawful force. Which means the white boy in the case with Karmello stabbing would have to have used unlawful force, right? In order for Karmello to use force, not deadly force. Which means if the white boy, let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, the white boy punched him in the face. Well, you got to stand your ground. You punch him in the face and use force. But now, let's move on to the next category. Use of deadly force. Justified when reasonably believed immediately necessary to protect against another's use of deadly force or to prevent death, serious bodily injury, or the commission of violent crimes such as aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, or robbery. That's the law. So Karmello Anthony is not justified in terms of standing his ground or, self-defense and all this up. No, it don't work like that. Because the white boy didn't pose no threat that made him fear for his life. You see the difference? So when you listen to this content creator is out of their minds. Like, this person's basically said that if you just put your hands on them, they can end your life. Listen to this madness. Listen to this.
Parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you. In Texas.
What?
Parameters on stand your ground.
You can execute someone.
Kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you. In Texas. If you put your hands on me, I can end you. That's the law.
No, that's not the law.
Guess who approached who first? And guess what? Guess how we know this? Parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you. In Texas. If you put your hands on me, I can end you.
So if the police put their hands on you, could you kill the cop? If the police put their hands on you in the state of Texas and said, "Ninja, get over here," could you kill the cop? So you mean to tell me if anybody put their hands on anybody in Texas just to put their hands on them, you believe you can kill him? This dude is a dummy. This dude is a straight dummy.
That's the law.
No, it's not.
Guess who approached who first? And guess what? Guess how we know this? Because the eyewitnesses said so. 2 eyewitnesses, including Austin McCabe's brother. He said that, we approached him and, some words was exchanged, and then, it was some physical altercation. And yeah, what it was y'all thought y'all can put y'all hands on him.
This dude is a straight racist. He's defending a murderer because he's black. It's just that simple. See, I'm one of the only content creators on YouTube that actually is fair and balanced. The black dude is in the wrong. He deserves life in prison. It is what it is. Case closed. This guy is basically saying that Karmello should get bail reduction and win the case. How could he win the case when this is not self-defense? How could he win the case if this is not self-defense, y'all? Come on now. This is not self-defense. This man literally don't even know the law, guys. He don't even know the law. Let me see if I can do this real quick. Okay. Yeah. He don't know the law, guys. Let me get back the law for you. In the state of Texas, and there are different statutes that cover this. You have 2. You have the use of force, and then you have the use of deadly force. There's 2 types of forces you can use when it comes to self-defense. One is the regular use of force, justified when reasonably believed immediately necessary to protect against another's unlawful force. Okay, if the white boy put hands on him, it wasn't putting hands on him to kill him. He was basically saying, you can't be here. Number 2, we don't got no video. We don't got no video. All we got is hearsay all over social media. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if he put hands on him to move him away, or whatever the case is, if you feel that is unlawful, self-defense says you can use force as well. So why didn't he put up his hands? This damn content creator named NuBreed Global Lies, he talk about guns down, hands up. Okay, so why he ain't put his hands up? Why he put a knife up? Why he put a knife in that man's heart? Because he's a coward. And he's justifying it. Now, deadly force, the use of deadly force in the state of Texas for self-defense can only be used if it in line with these set of circumstances. Justified when reasonably believed, immediately necessary to protect against another's use of deadly force. So you cannot use deadly force if the white boy didn't come at you with deadly force, meaning his intent was to cause extreme bodily harm or death. So the circumstances was not there for him to take a knife out and put it in his heart. Nobody was getting jumped. All you people are just gossipers and hearsay. None of you saw no video. You're just full of shit at this point. We're dealing with the facts. That's what we're dealing with. You're hearing a bunch of garbage. None of you were there. You didn't see nobody get jumped. You didn't see nobody get hit. You didn't see nothing. With all these people, where's the cameras? Where's the cameras? Come on now. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Where's the camera footage? Come on now. See, the only ones that saying these things is black racists. Only black racists are saying this. Black people are the types that will support a murderer. They will support a murderer because he's black. And that's what they do. They don't even care if the dude killed the kid. They don't care. Again, the use of deadly force in the state of Texas can only be used justified when reasonably believed, immediately necessary to protect against another's use of deadly force to prevent death, serious bodily harm, injury, or commission of violent crimes such as aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, robbery. None of those circumstances was present. Once he get into court, he's going to jail for life, guaranteed. He's going to prison for life. Just that simple. And a lot of ninjas are co-signing murder. You gotta love black people, bro. Black people are the kind that will defend a murderer. Then, when a white man kill a black man, here they come with Crump, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, and all these other snakes. Talking about no justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. But yet they got crime in the black community that they don't want to solve. If Tyrone shot Marquise in the ghetto, is Marquise family, will they support Marquise family? Watch this. If Pookie shoots Marquise and commit murder, if you're in the black community, would they raise $300,000 for Pookie to get an attorney? No. Black people kill each other in the ghetto every day. Nobody ever raised any money. They never do. They never raise any money. So why they raise $300,000 for this ninja, this animal that literally put a knife all the way in the heart of the white boy? Why they raise up 300,000? Why? Because they condone murder. They condone murder in the black community. That's just the way it is, guys. They're not going to give you a fair shot. Black people will side with murderers no matter what, bro. It's sad, man. I know. It's sick. Let's get back to what this content creator was saying, because he's crazy. He don't even know the law. Again, in the state of Texas, and here's this. If you live in Texas, you're a homeowner, law-abiding citizen, you have the right to bear arms, X, Y, and Z. You got to know the law. You cannot just pull out a gun, a knife, kill somebody because they put their hands on you. You cannot just kill people. People be thinking because they're in a Second Amendment state, they could just pull out a gun and shoot people. You can't do that. I could have an arsenal of guns in the house and have problems with a neighbor. I cannot go outside with my gun making threats. Police will be banging down my door and take me in. They would arrest me if I go outside with my gun and point it at a neighbor, talking about, well, I was just having words. No, you can't do that. Because now you're using that as intimidation. They're going to arrest you. Even though you got right to bear arms, there was no threat for you to do that. If anybody take a gun and point it at anybody, or even pull out a knife and make threats, you going to jail. But see, ninjas don't know nothing about no law, just like this content creator. Let's get back at the tapes. Check this out.
Words was exchanged, and then, it was some physical altercation, and yeah.
Hold on. Here we go.
If you put your hands on me,
listen,
I can end you.
Nope.
That's the law.
That's not the law.
Parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you in Texas.
Think about what he said. I could execute you. Are you out of your mind, bro? Do you know how crazy you sound on social media? You said that if somebody put their hands on you in the state of Texas, just put their hands on you, you can execute them. Do you know that if you said that right there and you go to court, you going under the jail, bro? That means that's premeditated murder. That proves that the brother Karmello planned to kill him. By the pure fact of what this content creator said, that proves it. He knew what he was doing. Karmello was supposed to put up his hands and fight. That's what he was supposed to do. But instead, he pulled out a knife and decided to use deadly force, which is in the state of Texas. You can't do that because in that circumstances, the circumstances was not there. The use of force, yeah. If somebody physically assaults you or whatever the case is, or whatever the case is, you can use force to defend yourself. That's why it says the use of force and the use of deadly force. They have two different options. Look it up and learn the laws. Use of force, justified when reasonably believed, immediately necessary to protect against another's unlawful force. In that circumstances, you can use force, not deadly force, not trying to kill them, not trying to put a bullet in their head. But now the use of deadly force is justified when reasonably believed, immediately necessary to protect against another's use of deadly force or to prevent death, serious bodily injury, or the commission of violent crimes such as aggravated kidnapping, murder, sexual assault, or robbery. If somebody trying to murder you, you can use deadly force. Karmello wasn't in a situation like that. So he's done. He's done. Now think about it. That content creator believed that he could kill people in the state of Texas. And you're wondering why a lot of people are in prison right now, wondering, damn, I can bear arms. I shot the person in self-defense, and they wondering why they still went to prison. The circumstances wasn't there. You better know the law. And you better not be listening to these content creators because they're going to make your ass go to prison. Don't let them put you in prison, y'all.
Parameters on stand your ground when it's a young black kid, right? No, the law is this. If you put your hands on me, I can execute you in Texas.
Wow, that's a good point. He did ran. He ran after he stabbed him. He ran after he stabbed him like a coward. Why? Because he knew he did dirt. He knew he did wrong. If it was stand your ground, self-defense, why didn't he just stand there with a bloody knife and wait for the police and just be like, what you waiting here for, bro? Run. Run. Self-defense. He ran. And then he made a confession to the cop and told the cop, yo, could I use self-defense in my defense against this situation? Man is guilty, y'all. Guilty.
If you put your hands on me, I can end you. That's the law.
Nobody was getting jumped. Y'all be just making up stuff as y'all go. You got people saying he was getting jumped. Where's the video? Where's the proof? You don't got no proof. You're just saying things because you want to justify murder. Nobody was getting jumped. It's a lie.
Guess who approached who first? And guess what? Guess how we know this? Because the eyewitnesses said so. 2 eyewitnesses, including Austin McCaff's brother.
Are you listening to this clown? So you telling me that Austin's brother basically said, yeah, my brother is guilty. Yeah, he's guilty. No, they were telling him he don't belong there. That's what they were telling him. Told him leave. Because they had their personal items there. Remember what the mom said in the interview? I don't want nobody around our area when we got our personal items there and we don't know you. And you a ninja. At the end of the day, they were like, no, we don't want you here. And they got every right to feel that way. I don't care. Because I don't want a bunch of ninjas around my personal belongings, my personal property, and I don't know you? No. Go sit somewhere else, bro. You know? This is crazy, but I'm going to get up on out of here, man. I just wanted to make a quick video, right to the point, so that you good people out there can know the truth and know the law. I'm going to do another one in the morning. We're going to tackle this topic again. Beware of these content creators, man. They be out here lying, making up stories about laws, and they don't even know the law. Like, this dude literally went live to talk about the laws of Texas and don't even know the laws in Texas, bro. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Anyway, y'all stay safe. Peace and blessings, man. It is what it is, man. I'm going to do what I got to do, and that's about it, man. So it is what it is, man. Let me get up on out of here, man. Y'all take care. We out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings. We out. Leave your comments in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen to give it a thumbs up. I'm out. Peace.